today we have Lenovo ThinkPad T14s. It's a Gen 1 laptop. It's an Intel Core i5 10th Gen processor. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Start with bottom screws. Alright, now we have to separate the bottom case from the palmrest. So find a gap where you can separate the clips. Alright, then the bottom is off. Look for the part numbers on those white stickers. Now, let's take out the battery. So if the battery doesn't hold the charge or it's swollen, you can replace it. Unscrew the screws. And now pull out this connector from the motherboard. And that's our battery model number. Now here, that's our SSD drive, that's our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot and tells you there is no boot device, or you would like to upgrade storage to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. So slide out this drive. And that's the NVMe SSD drive. Here, those are our speakers. So if the sound is bad, you can replace your speakers. And now disconnect from the motherboard. And that's our part number. Here, that's our heatsink and the fan. So if your laptop overheats and you would like to add cooling paste between the heatsink and the processor, or if the fan doesn't spin, it's clogged with dog hair or makes grinding noise, this is when you can replace it. So unscrew the screws. Now lift the heatsink. Sometimes it may be stuck to the processor because of the cooling paste. So be careful, don't bend it. If you bend it, it won't work anymore. Now disconnect from the motherboard. And this is how we can take it out. That's our part number, the FRU PM. Here we can see our processor. The processor is soldered on the motherboard, so if it doesn't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Same with the Wi-Fi card. This Wi-Fi card is soldered on the motherboard, so if it doesn't work, buy the whole new motherboard. So this is how you can disconnect the antenna wires. Here, that's our I/O board with our USB port. So if that port doesn't work, you can replace just this board. So unscrew these screws. And disconnect it from the motherboard. I always close those clips, otherwise you can break them if you leave them open. Alright, so that's the I/O board with the USB port. That's our part number. Now we are pulling out the motherboard, so disconnect all the remaining cables like the video cable. To disconnect this video cable, you have to flip this retaining clip. Now we can pull it out. Same on this side. So now we can slide it out. So let's disconnect all the remaining cables. I will keep the CMOS battery with the motherboard. Now let's take out all the screws. Now we can take it out. So this SIM card tray cover is holding the motherboard in the position, so take it out. Now we can take out the motherboard. So that's our motherboard. Look for the part numbers on those white stickers. Now let's disconnect our Palmrest keyboard touchpad assembly from the screen. So unscrew the hinge screws. Now gently unfold the hinges and you can disconnect it. Watch out for the video cable, it's routed through the Palmrest. Same with the Wi-Fi antenna. Okay, so that's our Palmrest keyboard touchpad assembly. Very often sold in one piece. If you need parts, check gotlaptopparts.com. So I'm looking at the keyboard, but looks like the keyboard is held by these tiny black screws. So if you want to replace just the keyboard, you can do it. Same with the touchpad. If you unscrew these screws here, then you can replace the touchpad. But very often this part is sold in one piece. Here, that's our power button board. If it doesn't work, you can replace it. And that's our part number here. And here, that's our screen. Very fragile, very thin. If you don't have to pull out the LCD, then don't do it. Better buy the whole screen assembly. And look for the part numbers on the video cables. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.